us in the right way. Amen.
Amen. And I forgot. So ladies and gentlemen, allow us to invite our panelists who are really amazing ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to invite Madam Mariam Ndagire Mumpecha Mariam Ndagire. Mumpecha Mariam Ndagire is one of our panelists. She's a producer, a director, and a principal of Mariam Ndagire Film and Performance Center. Welcome. Choose where you feel comfortable to sit. Thank you. Next is another amazing lady called Nana Kaka. She's a producer, a director, and a director of Savannah Moon production company here in Uganda. They do amazing work. She has really traveled the world. Hey. Another lady is Madame Nsereko Margaret Bella. She's an actress, Palwood, Uganda. Another lady is Jessica Ahimbisigwe, the founder of Women in Health, Uganda. I think let me first finish the ladies. Another lady is Nakayo Veronica, an actress and a wide-ranging actress in Uganda and entrepreneur. We have the senior man among the ladies. Mukulu David Omondi, who is the manager of Smiles Hotel, Nakuru. Allow us to give another hand clap for the panelists. To start with, I would like to welcome all of you once again to the Women in Film Symposium. And this is our press conference. Ladies and gentlemen, you are most welcome. Thank you. To start with, ladies and gentlemen, everyone is going to introduce themselves, starting with the gentleman. Today we won't start with the ladies because there are many. We shall start with the gentleman to introduce himself and as well as to get to know more about him, what you do and what transpired you to be part of the panelists. In case of anything, please, we can inquire. The mics are there. In case you're going to speak, you can press and then we can continue. Yes, Mr. David Omondi, welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, my name is David Omondi Onyango, the banqueting manager of the hotel where you are, Hotel Kampala Skies. I want to say that the main reason why I'm here on behalf of the hotel is because we love working with women, and first and foremost, to support that, I want to say that we have a program where we train women. That is, we have a program called Project 500. 40% of the staff that we train through that are women, and that can tell you a lot. Through the hotel also, we have a program that is being channeled by one of our directors, and I think most of you have seen it. It's called How Women Working program. That can tell you also there we bring women together, and every end month they are here being trained on how to have skills, on how to have more run their businesses outside there. So that can tell you how we love working with women. Last but not least, in the hospitality industry as the hotel, 40% of our staff is a standard required by our HR to employ ladies. I think that is all I can say. And today we are here talking about women in film. To support this, we are honored to host the event, which will be happening on 26th this month, and we have offered to host the Women in Film. That tells you how we love women. Thank you very much.
Awesome. That is an awesome introduction. As well as to inform you, Protea Skies Hotel is one of our biggest sponsors of this event. Thank you very much for that wonderful opportunity you've given to Women in Film. Yes, Nakai Veronica.
Good morning. My name is Nakai Veronica. I'm an actress, an award winner, and a student from Mariam Degere Film and Performing Arts Center.
Okay. And next is Madame Nsereko Margaret. Oh. Okay. We're following the lines. Mubeja Mariam Degere. Yes, welcome.
Mubeja Mariam Degere, the founder of Mariam Degere Film and Performing Arts Center. I have very many things in the performing arts industry, but what I'm very proud of is I'm an entrepreneur of entertainment. Thank
Say next. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jessica Langasore. I am a filmmaker, a software engineer, but professionally today I am in the docket of filmmaking. I'm the founder and CEO of Cinema YouTube, 10 years in the film industry, and we are launching Women in Film. I'm a director at Women in Film.
Good morning, everyone. Why are you all laughing? My name is Nana Kaga. I'm a lot of things. I'm a chemical engineer, petroleum engineer, filmmaker, director, producer, scriptwriter, actress, and all-round creative. And it's an honor, personally. I keep applauding this woman for giving us this platform and always championing film, and I will continue to be your biggest cheerleader. Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nsereko Margaret Bella. I'm an actress, a writer. I'm not a producer. My tongue was slipping because we have all those guilds in our company. I'm from Parwood, but my production house is the Goddess Creations. And Zaiwanika, I think all of you know him. Yeah, that's where I've come from.
Awesome. Indeed, it's a wonderful panel of different personalities from different outskirts of the world. We have producers, we have directors, and as well as people who are writers, as well as people who are sponsoring. So as we start, I'd like us to reflect of the years Mubeja Mariam. We have looked at you, we have really honored you. How has been that reflection of those years as a woman?
Thank you. I don't know why you picked me. I'm not the first from that direction, neither from the other one. But I think because I'm your teacher, that's why you get easy answers. Well, as a woman in this industry, it's not easy, but I do not look at myself as a woman. I look at myself as a film producer, as a writer, as a director, as a human being. Because if I look at myself as a woman, I might miss out some opportunities. So that's not supposed to deter me from doing whatever I do.
So this question goes back to you again. You've joined Women in Film, and later on they'll give you your honors on that day. What do you think Women in Film is going to play, and what role is it going to change in the film industry?
I think it's going to help the young women, like these ones are already uplifted now, and they can now stand on stage and be filmed, doing their monologues. It is giving them a platform, and with that, I thank you so much for this wonderful platform you're giving the young women. In most cases, I think it's in our nature. We think we are not able. You first get someone to push you to tell you that you can, yes you can, do this. And with this kind of platform, I know they will not be being judged, but exhibiting their art.
Wonderful. In case you don't hear us, we have a sign interpreter. Please, you can be welcome. Thank you very much, Mobeja Mariam. Now, I'm starting with the hierarchy and those who have really produced. Madam Nanakaka, you've produced and you've traveled. You've surfaced in movies that are international, worldwide, and here in Uganda as well. So Women in Film is a platform. How does it help? I want to know more about women in film. Welcome.
Do you mind if I turn this off? Because I really have a strong voice. Okay. It just throws me off. Women in film for me is long overdue. Like Mariam said, when we first started out, we did film for the passion. You actually went out there knowing full well that you were fighting against the current. But because you were creative, you did it anyway. There were no rewards until Mariam started querying. She made this a money-making business while some of us were still struggling to get opportunities to be cast in certain places. I'm lucky enough and blessed enough that I've been to Hollywood. I've appeared in Star Trek, It's Just Not That Into CSI New York. I understood the terrain of filmmaking globally. But for me, being a Ugandan, it's imperative that I came home and I told our stories our way. And as much as I loved the global phenomenon of being part of this select group of people that broke into Hollywood, I wasn't important there. I was just another black woman. It didn't matter. It did matter. It didn't matter who my parents were. It didn't matter who my ancestors were. I was just another social security number. So when I come here and I see what Women in Film is doing and the opportunities it's giving women in general, because I don't know if people understand how fragile it is to be a woman in this industry. You're constantly compromising yourself. Sometimes you have to be less than what you are, what you're born to be, because you threaten people. It's still a very patriarchal society. So Women in Film and places like this that give young women a safe haven to develop themselves, become the powerhouses that they will, it's a phenomenal concept for me. And I wish you weren't born. Okay, all right.
We're talking about history, and Jessica, you weren't born by that time. So give us a reason as to why you started this initiative, Women in Film. Because we have seen Mobeja Mariam taking her drink, and she has really trained so many, part of them, and I don't know if you that. For example. And we have seen Nana Kaga also training more and more, because as you go into a film, it's training as well, okay? So why this initiative together?
Why you do it, right? That's your question. I don't know if you can hear me. Right. Why Women in Film? I've been in the industry for 9 years in filmmaking, but under the covers as a marketing, branding, and distributing company. Like, it has been really hard. I've met people along the way in this industry. All right, why am I holding the mic? I've met people along the way in the industry, and for me, mentorship is one of the things that I look out to. I was sliding into Nana's DM and tag myself around her until I just want to learn. I just want to link and get to know what you're doing. I've been at Mobeja's office and I just want to learn. Now for me, that's where I'm coming from. Because when you look at the generation today, we are looking for help as women. We are looking for a tribe and where we can all connect. In the film industry, everyone has a cocoon. Everyone feels like, this is my thing, I've started it, that's it. So to open up to bring in other people is a bit hard. Because by the time you build for 20 years, the culture that you have at Savannah Mall is not easy to just grasp by a newcomer. So we're looking at the new generation right now. Where can they get help? How can they get to access mentors in this industry? Someone is online admiring who Nana is, and yet as you can have access to Nana, and you're like, how best can we look into putting a mentorship program whereby you get to be mentored by Nana, to be taught by Nana. You don't need to struggle much to get access, as long as you're part of Menfil. So we're looking at mentorship, we are looking at training, because the industry that we are in, it's a passionate industry. Not everyone studied film. We have few people who studied, and we don't even want to look up to them to learn from them. Because today you're going to be a director and a producer and you feel like you've made it in the industry. But honestly, you still have a lot to learn. So like, how can we bridge that gap? Provide basic film knowledge. If we go to Savannah and say, because now we have a training and workshops that they're going to do in Kulu for 5 days, that is equipping the next generation of females in film production. Basic film knowledge. That is what is missing. You come on set as a female creative, you even don't know your rights. But because you're passionate, you just want to be on screen like Sanyu, you're going to do whatever it takes for you to become the next Sanyu. Yet it took Sanyu 9 years or 5 years into the industry. So we're looking at the young filmmakers, the young female creatives, to get a tribe where you can belong, where you can get mentorship and training, but also a sense of belonging. A sense of belonging where we can stand and speak on your behalf. You're going to have lawyers who are going to take up your cases. You're going to have people who can fight for you. You're going to have people who are going to train you. The likes of Nana, the likes of Mariam, the likes of Veronica, because you're here today. She's an award-winning actress. You don't know how she took that. You don't know how many years she has been in the industry. And for you just joining and tomorrow you want to be an award-winning. It's a process. The process that you don't want to go through. So you're like, how can we walk that process with you? So you're looking at people who are willing to mentor you, to train you, to equip you, and be able to tell your story. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much. So as they're telling your story and they're equipping you, you have so many challenges you faced, Veronica, as a woman. Can you elaborate some of those problems? Because Women in Film is an advocating company that is going to come and advocate for you, speak for you. So you can share with us some of those problems that you think you've faced in the industry.
Good morning once again. My name is Veronica. Well, I've been in this industry for some years, 10, 15, I should say, and I'm an actor. Nagana Bindi Wara, because that is what I have at heart. Which in Koran and Jagala. But as an actress, being facing Zengonzani, sija kubininga ba nze always call to Beja. Jagala nyo kola na ye because she's a lady. Reason being, Erabela Nyonga Namba, no, spread your wings, spread your wings. I very much want to spread my wings, but there are these men that take advantage of us. Like a culture, no Gamba, I have a project for you. No talk about you know, yes, this is the script, Jaga local role and lead role, but Ojikuwa, ABCD has to happen. And Abana Banja at all, I was sort of being done as in Gamba, no. Because Banja by Ninja, I could be like screens and G Angela. I can be like screen, I have to be yes. Yes, and Ninga to maybe I sing. Zinganza was stand with my grandmother. And get down that offer, I walk away. But one of the long term, I just in the industry. And I walk with that. But you know what is that? In the name of giving them that role, out of which, what happens after? What you call a project, and then they will put you down and get another. So they, because they say, the challenge is in Zokusankati. Well, now you charge and say, oh, but me, I always money change a color. It's you can have another 28. You know, industries, space naming, a producers range in your as long as you have what it takes. We manage your color, manage your color, and move on.
Thank you very much. So, Mchala and Seliko, what was that day you've nurtured I'm going to say the Uganda. Uganda is a problem. So you've nurtured and you've trained so many in Parliament. So today we want to know, ebizibu bali bye bafeesinga women in film egenda kubayamba batya mwenga abakyala ba Parliament kubanga ebajjayo ebateeka ku level y'emu n'abantu abalala, and you can solve those problems.
Yeah, thank you again, everyone in the house. Yeah, that problem is on my side. It is all about sensitization first. As women, in Uganda there is what we call FIDA. When that organization came, we thought it was only defending women, and men were like, they could not go in for that defense or maybe that help. But what I see that when a women organization is raised, let those people be partaker, let them be hungry, let them be thirsty to join such projects or such programs when they come. Most of our girls, they are seductive. Sorry to say that. If I'm offending someone, I'm sorry. On this camera. Yeah, most of our girls, the problem I find within Parliament or within my production house, Vortex Creations, it is that these young girls are so seductive. I'm a parent, I have girls. They are so seductive that when they come to the production house, maybe they are cast to do something, to do a role, you find that they start being so seductive to those producers, to those directors, which is bad. As these people have come up, especially Madam Jessica, that we are launching this, please let them be hungry to join the female projects. Like I've given you an example of FIDA, like Uwezo, it was for girls' education, but most parents did not take their girls there. They did not solicit that sponsorship. That's what I'm saying. So to be plain, we are also somehow fake to ourselves. We are not trusted to ourselves. And another thing which I'm appealing is that let the male producers, or maybe those who own production houses, let them forgive these small girls. Because for us in Parliament, we do get students from Makerere, from other schools to come and do internship in our company. But you find that such a things which the other Madam Veronica was talking about is happening. It is you. She said it is herself. She guarded herself. The first guard is you. You have to secure yourself. Don't go in for anything. Because they might threaten you. Zembutunda. How can you sell me? It's me to sell myself by proving to do exactly what you want me to do. Acting is to put yourself in a certain garment and you fit it. You are acting something which you are not. Like for example, if you act a certain role, it's like the world or the society wants to define you that way. That's also another problem. That most of the girls, when you give them certain role, they fear, they shy off. They fear to act to them, like maybe acting like a prostitute, like what, say, how would the world see me? They'll start defining me that way. So we should not fear, let us believe in ourselves, and yes, we can. You have that slogan in you that yes, I can. As long as you are trained, as Madame Mariam is training people. As long as you are trained, you can. Me, when I began film, I was in MDD at school. I didn't tell you I have a background of being a police officer. I worked with the American Embassy as in security. So we have that background of fear, and we as women, African women, we fear for ourselves. Any slight threat, somebody tells you, and you start adoring that man. We as women, we should come out. We should come out for ourselves. We should believe in ourselves. That's what I'm saying, that we should sensitize them, sensitize the society. They should not take it negative, that film is a ruining talent. That's what also we parents think. Like it was for musicians. So let us also sensitize the society. I think through making some maybe TV series and whatever, to sensitize the society against them mistaking what the film industry, the film sector. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This was a wonderful answer. Back to Mr. David. David, share with us your story of Ugandan films and Ugandan women. Because now we are talking about you who is seeing these people on TV. You might be admiring them, I don't know. But in terms of so tell us more about how you feel about Ugandan films and women in film. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. What I would love to say is that women in film, especially in Uganda, I'm seeing it going far much ahead. Now having our another launch, I didn't know I was talking to the founder of this Women in Film, but I would love to say this will go far, and something that, as one of the ladies has mentioned, ladies need to fight for their rights so that they'll be there out, not under the bed. But when you fight for your right, it will be seen. So film will go much far ahead, having our CEO here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now, going to Madam Nana Kaka. Is film a career, and do you see many women coming to join film as a career?
That's an interesting question. And it goes back to what she said. When I was when I chose film, first of all, I knew, like I always tell people, that when you're creative, you don't choose to be a creative, it chooses you. A lot of us would gladly welcome the freedom of actually being an engineer, lawyer, a doctor, and being happy with it and letting society accept us. But unfortunately, when you're a creator, when you're a filmmaker, it's something in you. And when people ask me, is it a career? I call it, it's a purpose, it's a calling. It's beyond a career, because a career, you can choose it and you can work at it. But film is, we're ordinary people that live extraordinary lives. Because you get to choose who you become, maybe one day, maybe the next week or the next month. I think my husband can attest to that. He never knows what he's going to get. But he has like many women in one woman. So that's a gift I give him on a daily basis. But what I'm trying to tell you is that with this generation we're in, and Mariam can attest to that, there's finally money to be made in the film industry. There's finally something to look at that's bigger than arguing with your parents or your family. You're constantly trying to prove to everyone around you that what you chose is valid, that your dreams are valid. Film is much more than a career. I think we are the voices of nations now. We actually are the last visual media that can cause a revolution. It depends on how you want to be depicted. I see so many faces here that I've worked with, and they're younger than me. And let me tell you, I am in awe of this generation. Because when I was that age, that one, girl in red, I didn't know what I wanted to be. I couldn't even go against my parents, so I did what they wanted me to do. I got a bachelor's in chemical engineering, a master's in petroleum, but every day I sat on that TV and dreamt of being those people, of having the freedom to just live, not to exist. Because when you're creative, you live. It's like when you get that role and blood is pumping through your veins, and it's incredible to do what we do. So film for me, like I said, is finally time to make money. It's finally time to tell the Ugandan story. And most importantly, the young women that, I'm going to give myself props as Savannah. So, at the Uganda Film Festival, the year before, I think I took Best Actress. Then I trained Tracy Kawabito and she took Best Actress. This year, Penny Nampanga was again and she took Best Actress. I continue to empower these young women, even if it means for me to step aside, because they are going to be bigger than anything we ever envisioned. And it's incredible to be part of their journey. So when you ask me, is film? Anyways, okay. Who do I get?
Now, any remarks, Mariam Mumbeja, on film as a career, as well as I want you to elaborate more on how that career can lead you to places. Look at a person whose face is moving, because Nanakaga's face has moved. Even those who are working in the UN can be like, oh, is that Ugandan, for example? That career, where is it leading the woman in film?
I'm a bit jelly. Today you are like literally.
Angaye munjogere wenda sube. Chokita they don't even mention.
Mukakasi.
When you look at a career in film, look at me.
Yeah.
Ladies, you're sitting here on behalf of the others who have stayed home. If you're thinking of having a career in film, look this side. I started out as an actress for theatre at an age which was not your age. I was younger, but I was focused. I knew what I wanted, and I spent my time with people who were better than me, so that I could learn from them. Otherwise, if you're on the same level, you understand? So a career in film is broader than theatre. That's what I would say. Because you can come from being an actress, you go to being a director, you go to being a producer, and then you can even executive produce. You sit home and things happen. When you're tired, I'll sit home and things will happen, and I'll earn my money. So this is a career that is endless. Actually, never more food. You keep earning.
I sit on panels with her every day, and it's almost we're fighting for the mic. I'm the one.
I'm looking at these young ladies. I want to call them little ladies. These young ladies, and I feel like if I speak a lot,
Mumbeja Mariam, we are here to advocate for them, we are here to speak for them. And the next question, as you really get the words in you, before. There's a strong debate this side.
Yeah, to continue with what she was saying, I'd like to give a remark that it is only film business, it's only film industry. Without career, you can work. There's no retirement age, there is no qualification age. You can act well as a pregnant woman. If really you have that baby in your tummy, that baby is acting. Yeah? You see? So, film is the only business which employs zero qualification and has no retirement age. That is what I say.
Retirement age, and Mumbeja is still working. So, Mumbeja Mariam, I think this question, you're going to answer it with Nanakaga. You are Mumbeja also?
Yes,
you're going to answer this question. This question has been moving rounds, and we want to remove it. We have people from Parwood who say they are commoners, and we have, they say, what is it? We have the downtown and uptown.
And downtown, it's no commoner.
So, Mumbeja Mariam, you looked at as someone who is uptown. Mogero Zungu, Nanakaga, Mogero Zungu, Mugenze Hollywood. We have our people behind here. Mama Sigamba Gwe. I think we have our people behind here who say they're downtown people. How are we going to really work that out as women in film?
The answer is seated right here. This symposium of women in film, I'm hopeful that it's going to bridge those gaps. We're not going to have uptown, downtown, common art, and creating a echidara to come We are all filmmakers. Nana is doing great films in Uganda. Haven't we seen that?
Yes.
Kawabito won in her film, she was speaking Uganda. Yes. So I don't know why we have that uptown, downtown. It's not necessary. We're all Ugandan filmmakers telling our beautiful stories.
What is uptown? What is downtown?
Okay, the first time I heard that, I was taken aback. Because when you're telling a story of a people, it doesn't matter. You see, English is not our language. And I get very frustrated when I see even Aveta downtown, First of all, I'm going to be honest. Even when I'm acting, I really struggle to attach the emotion to English sentences because that's not my language, that's not who I am. The authenticity of my performance depends on how much I connect with the language that I am using. Kakati, yes, twogera oluzungu ffenna batugamba nti oyogera oluzungu oba wasomera oba mugagga. But the bottom line is that we are trying to change that narrative. I think that came about with, exposure and what people could have access to in equipment and actors. And others were doing films on a really low budget. Others had access to some funds. And so that divide is what people started saying, downtown ne uptown. I think about downtown, bakola sente okutusinga. Faba uptown twogera oluzungu ne muteeka ne ku panels wano. Naye omukyalo ono nkukakasa, bakakaunti ezitowa okusinga. Okitegeera, yatugambye Dapalu, kakati. The bottom line is, again, Jessica is the answer, because I have really tried, like Mariam has said, I am moving more towards indigenous languages with quality productions, because to me they make an impact. Also, we're losing generations to the English language and the Western lifestyle. It's the only way that our children are going to remember who they are. And they will emulate the same way they learn English from TV. If your child doesn't speak Uganda but enjoys a certain film, they will learn. And it's imperative that you people that are sitting in this audience, because you're the future, Zenema tugenda kuyitaringa tuwa executive producing, nga bwagambye nga kacheke mukateekayo mu banka n'omukyalo siwe kulima kakati nze omukyalo ono njagala kuteesaamu naye tukole firimu egi nga naye bwe yeeyita nti wa downtown nange ndi wa uptown, we can co-produce a production. Ebigambo biba ggwe ku mimwa, kyekyo kyokka kye nsaba.
Mami, you had to work downtown. Nana yabyogedde sinza uptown. Bagamba.
Anyway, back to business. Yeah, me, I don't see any difference between the downtown and whatever. We all produce what we call local content. It still remains what? Local content. And we are fighting with piracy of bringing in what? External content from abroad or wherever, maybe Hollywood, whatever, Nollywood, and they come and water it down, and then they swallow our market. I may use that local language, English. They swallow our market. We are struggling with the market because of those other, maybe what we may call that external contents. So whatever we produce here in Uganda is a local content. Struggling with the English when you are like making a content of a Muganda, olugero nga lwa Kiganda, oba lwa Kicholi, oli ali ku Lubengaasa ayogera Luzungu. It doesn't come. It doesn't come. It's like we are mixing up these things. You know, I'm like, I extend too much with the Nigerian. It's like we are what? We are intertwinkling these things. That's the problem. Like Munyoro, I'm carrying my pot, I'm acting, I'm like in a Munyoro thing. And then I'm like there, hey, I'm going to the well. Most of the times, even the accent we use is very poor. When we are what? When we are active, they force you to act something which is really, which you can't fit in. It's like me here, Bella, you tell me to go and romance a man. I have the right words to use in English. I don't have. Ate from Luganda, Uganda byaffe by'omukwano biri limited. So if you tell me to, you cast me to romance, to be like maybe a con old woman, sugar mama, whatever, I won't fit there. And my producer will be mad with me, trying to force me to speak English and whatever. We should always look at the fitting of a certain particular actor.
Yes.
If something is not in line with that, with the casting of that person, really let us change. Let us change. But we should not keep on forcing people to speak English. Like now we have a problem. I may feel proud somehow. We have a problem of aged women like me to act in English. Baba no Nyamukina Uganda Festival. I'm speaking it here openly with the camera. They looked for a woman to act as a mother, a corn mother. They failed. And me, I was not willing to take up that role. Because where it was ending, I read the script, where it was ending, I wouldn't like it. Like in Chirimuru, whatever, how it ended. So at times, I read the script through and see how is my role ending. I take it or I don't take it. You see, so we should not classify. I think it's like classifying. It's not good. We are all producing local content.
Now, Veronica, the Gen Z in the building, apart from Jessica.
Oh, Kakasa.
Now, you as Veronica, mugenda kujjawo ebibuuzo gy'owulidde oli abyogedde Jono Wawa downtown oli wa town. You as the Gen Z oli wakati wa Mutendo sisters kulaba ate n'entutulaba. So you as you, how are you going to really work out that to remove and you don't hear about that in the main film?
Thank you so much. Kakati me, I would think, ekiyinza okujjawo ekyo kiri kimu. Usually tutuuka ku sets gye tukolera, olina ajja n'atandika okubayisaamu amaaso. Like, nagamba, like they say downtown, oh, Mariam Daki, oh, bam, you even have another Mariam Daki. Like, okay.
Yeah, Bawa. Let's eat.
But usually, it's on sets. Like, we go to work, not to Ohio, you introduce yourself. But my name is Nakia Veronica, the producer. Okay. Okay. Got it. No general government like I want to super description of it. How do you see him? Oh no, don't mind me, I have my lines. Okay. No government hakati wa nubwa. Kachina kutandikira kufe. Fena tuli omuntu agenda okubi. Ffe tulina nnyo engombe egamba nti batugamba nnyo aba downtown. Enyewa Mariam David. Aba downtown, ne tubagamba ffe aba downtown tubasinga okuzannya. Tera nnyo kaya ne Godfrey. Bira mugamba ne baffe aba downtown tubasinga okuzannya, tubasinga talent. Mwe mukala kataluzungu. Ffe tuvaayo mu Luganda n'okuva w'ekintu kyo, karakita n'ogiyingira n'ogitulako. N'omuntu n'akusanga ng'ayagala obeera ekirala ali n'akitwala likyadala. Bali badamu sweetheart, you know what, no, it starts with us. Tulekerawo okwesosola n'okugamba gundi asinga, gundi musinga, tewali asingaani. Fenna tuli omuntu w'okufera, we are actors, fenna tulina that. We are here, twasoka, like the J, we are natandika passion. Right now it is a business. Guno mulimu, we gundabirira everything.
Can I just say something, Veronica? You
Yes.
said Mariam's students are downtown.
Yeah, that's
What they say.
No.
Mpozi kati ababyabe yakasomesa. Naye ffe aba 2010.
Savannah is considered uptown, but all my actresses that have won awards for me have come from her school. So you see, that's where I think there's a serious propaganda issue going on.
Let me clear that.
Yeah.
buli lwe batuyita downtown kyekiri kyenna nekitubasinga bwe tutuuka okuleeta ku mmeeza we are up there. Yes, I proudly say that.
Yes,
we are up there, and thank you for that.
Okay, now the gentleman in the building, you're hearing about uptown, downtown. What is your concept? What would you say about the uptown and downtown issue?
Thank you very much. First and foremost, what I would like to say is that as our judge in the extreme end has mentioned, let's go local and let's be one team so that we speak the same language. I think that is what I would mention. We go local and let's speak one language. When we speak one language as women in film, it will show some unity and harmony to the viewers. That's my take.
She wants to say something.
Yeah.
I want to give this comment that whether you're in downtown or Komona, Maya, uptown, whatever, I don't mind about that. At the end of the day, you must produce quality, not quantity content.
Yes.
That's.
Thank you very much. Now, Jessica, we are talking about uptown, downtown. Why did you look at this theme of women in film? And as well as the topic, women in film. Chava.
Okay, thank you so much, Usama. I just want to make the first comment from the question which was underground. The uptown and downtown is a mindset. It is just a stupid mindset. That when someone wins an Oscar, we don't say that the downtown filmmaker, like at the Oscars they don't say, downtown filmmaker from Uganda. Or they don't say, uptown filmmaker from Uganda. When Tebel was nominated for the Oscars, there is no way we posted and said, all of us who are creatives and say, uptown filmmaker Maurice Mugisha has been nominated. He is a filmmaker. When Nana gets nominated, Omar Mnetli, they are filmmakers. So to the young generation, as you are in that production company, as they are convincing you that you're downtown, you're going to stay at downtown. As long as you put that in your mind, you will stay at downtown. Otandiko Gamba, the National Theatre, Yabagak. And you're not going to reach the core of your talent. Because you're exposed to what you know and what you see. What you're exposed to is the bad work that you're going to be seeing every day. And you're going to just stay in that position. And you're going to sing the same song every day. Like that song is going to be Fetura Benako, UCC Tetriana. Like that's the song we sing. As long as you take that mindset and say, Fetura downtown, you're going to stay downtown. In your mindset. Creativity starts in your mindset. To change the status quo is going to start with your mindset. You're going to have to make up your mind and say, I'm going to be a filmmaker. Doesn't matter where I come from. When you go to Mashariki, we don't say, no, these are downtown filmmakers, these are uptown filmmakers. We are all filmmakers. I don't know why here in Uganda I feel like Koreachukozenyo or Tanachikwa. Anyway, how are we going to solve that as a film, right? That's the question. I'll give a story that when we released the Monologue Challenge. Monologue Challenge is one of the projects that we do for the women to empower them. So when the list came out, one of our judges said that this list has people who are exposed. And that included, I think I've seen Hajar Katsime and Sharon Atwaire. And they're like, they're competing with the young people. The young people that you're seeing these on the front, the tailors, the what. They asked me, should we leave them? I'm like, yes. You should not take someone out of the competition because of their exposure or their experience. Because the tailor seated here needs to learn from Jackie at 203. If they don't get into a competition with Jackie, they ain't going to see the value. They're going to think that they are the best. I don't know if you get.
When UCC puts up workshops, and in your production company, you keep telling yourself that for you, you've made it, you have 10 years, 9 years, the experience, you can't study or take an extra certificate to be a director and learn, you're going to stay at that level. You're not going to be able to advise people from in your production company to take on those courses. Because honestly speaking, right now we have so many platforms which are equipping. The thing is, for you who's being equipped, how are you transforming the knowledge that you're getting and becoming a better version of the filmmaker that you want to be? We are experts, Osama. We have the internet. The people here who are taking our photos and our videos, they are journalists, but they are also filmmakers. They are creating content. For you might think that yes, you're a filmmaker and you're going to underlook them, but probably maybe you just need to learn a tool from them and see how do you hold a camera. They don't have a certificate of cinematography, but they have an experience. And that's what we all need to get. Women in film, we are looking at working with everyone in the industry. Someone told me that I'm like, no.
And that's right.
He's right.
I'm reading here. Comments.
This year I was like, we need to be intentional as we're launching. In that people don't think like it's a cocoon, another cocoon of a few. Yet you can also be part of it. That's why when I reached out to Mami Bella and I said, Mami, tukweta gobele kupano. Omuntu ali wansi ali inspired by Mami Bella and Jagamanange, I aspire to build that plan one day. Because we are limited by how we think. And how we think that places like this, we can't approach them. You think that you can't approach Nana or you can't go to Savannah Moon, yet you can make an appointment and walk in that office. But you've been programmed to think that you are a downtown filmmaker. There are offices you can't approach. These are things that we keep telling people every day, that UCC is here to serve you. Like they're not doing a favor for you to give you workshops. They're not doing a favor. They're serving you. And for you in your small production company with 5-10 people, you're there saying, why not to government? You're going to stay like that. It's going to take you to change the mindset and say, I'm going to shift. As women in film, we are going to do whatever it takes to see that we bring everyone on board. And it's also going to go back to the people. When you say, it's okay. Like you still with your poverty mindset. I don't know if you get. They kill still with your poverty mindset, and then you're going to say, I've been in this industry to But today, as a woman, I speak to you who's going to watch the video. You need to rise up and get your voice echoed in that creative sector.
Thank you very much.
Jessica's touched on something that really is important to me. When you say that they're exposed actresses and you cannot compete against Jackie Katsumi or Sharon Aptire, I humbly ask you to quit this business. Because you must literally always aim to beat the best. Okay? So I'm going to tell you a story. The last movie I did called Maria, my lead actress had never done a feature film. She came for a workshop that actually Jessica organized. And I asked the young ladies in the audience to cry. Normally, as an actor, you do too much because you want to show that you're showing an emotion. Film is like surgical surgery. It's like operating a very small vein. The less you do, the better. But in theater, it's the opposite. And that is why actually Mariam is organizing a theater workshop. And I was telling her yesterday, abantu mbagambe bagende to these theater things and then also come to film. It makes you a better actor. You become a beast on film. So my girl had never done film. So I asked her to cry. Everyone, she sat in that chair and a tear dropped from one eye. She was so still, you could feel the pain in her. And I told her, I'm going to give you the role. She thought I was joking. She said, I told her, do you have a CV? She said, has been a CV. I said, come to Savannah. So she came, and apparently she was really intimidated by the gate. Then she left. I called her to KHBA. I said, aren't you going to make your appointment? She said, Mogotufu, Madam Nana, Auntie Dem. I told her, where are you? She told me Chibwe. I told her, do you know coffee at last in Machinde? She said yes. I said, ngenda kwesitula nve mu office yange, and I'll meet you at coffee at last. And I want you to explain to me why you don't think you're appropriate to do this. So she told me, and I told her, do you know who's going to play against you? And she said, no. I said, I am. So if you cannot in your heart of hearts understand that this is a blessing, if you can act against me and beat me, if you're meant to do this. And she did. She didn't want the award from me. I wasn't even nominated, I'll be honest. And everyone was like, the girl, I swear Andrew is sitting back there, as soon as he saw Mary, he told me, and to me, that is what we live for. Ask Mariam, if I can watch a young woman step past me, into my shoes and even past me, uptown, downtown, what, there's nothing. So when you say I can't beat Jackie Katsumi in a monologue, if you can't take on Sharon, I'll tell her, by the way, she's back there. She acts as drunk Susan on Damala, you won't know that. And she's a powerful Mochiga. Have you seen, like, we're talking about the indigenous languages. Do you know every now and then she throws in a Mochiga sentence, like, I'm almost like, ha, Alarina. Because, first of all, I don't know what it means, but to me, she's being true to herself. Her identity comes out right there and there. So if you can't beat Banange Motumumbi, the monologues were put up by Jessica Wine. Watch Jackie, watch Sharon, go for them. This isn't a sport where you're like comfortable standing in someone's shadow. I always ask people, why are you in this business? Because for me, I want to win an Oscar in a film in Uganda on the global stage. And I will do it before the good Lord takes me. So if you can't set your goal and you're comfortable being supporting actress, Njakusara Wanonga, main actor, yogere chigambo, omchano yayogede chintu, where producers take advantage of you. If you come in a tight dress for an audition to be a lawyer, I'm going to put you as a prostitute. I've said that numerous times because you need to dress for the part you want. Don't come for something that requires intellectual brain power dressed like you're going to a nightclub. It doesn't matter how much talent, I'll be like, she's really good, she could be the hooker. Because that's what you've shown me. So you all wonder, like sometimes you walk into audition rooms and straight away they'll look you up and down. My camera guy na chusanelens. Na teka keri magnifying. Ne tutura ne tukuleka ne wemola. No genda ne tukupininga wali ku body yafe tukamwa malaya wafe tumwina. And once you act that good of a hooker, remember you have talent. So you do that part so well. Guess how many hooker parts you're going to get? You're never going to come out of it. I am cast as the psycho in everything. Because part of me is. But technically, I am so good because it allows me, it's a form of therapy. How many of us in our day lives are killers? You take on people, you burn cars, houses, it's freedom. There are no boundaries. I don't do that in my everyday life. I'll be Lucida for life. But that's what I enjoy doing, and you see the enjoyment on screen and you're like, oh my God, she's really unhinged. So choose your path. Choose how you want to be remembered. Choose what you want to portray. Omcharo na yogede chintu chikuru nnyo. Togenda kuseti, nobeera seductive nga weemolera ku bachi, ba producer. My crew members will say, Mami, oyo muntu musigaza. Waakiri ajja kutuula ku seti nga yeetooloola. Because you're an open book. Someone can easily manipulate you. Come, audition, go home. Don't hang around sets. Because you're opening yourself up to be exploited. It's also very professional. But a lot of young girls come, you hang around, you flirt with the director, the casting director, the producer, the gateman, office, anyway, like Jessica has put up this platform. Learn as much as you can. Nothing is too small and nothing is too big. Just learn from people. Really set boundaries. Nobody has a right to you or your body unless you allow them to. And what you tolerate is what you will get. So if you tolerate being exploited, you will be exploited. A lot of people on sets tell me how you can't hire Nana. Because I will tell you if you've gone too far. Simple. And most men, being men, don't like that. But be that person and know where you have to go. People won't cast you. Write your own scripts and cast yourself. Is that right?
That is wonderful. Thank you very much. Now, to Veronica, we have talked about being used. And in Women in Film, they're going to advocate for you. Now, they have talked about you. Mama here has talked about you, not you, the actor, who reaches there and then you become selective, right? How are they going to advocate for you after being raped? Talk about rape. Does it start from you being seductive or you yourself wanting to be the actor up there?
Thank you. It's a two-way thing. Abamu kuffe tujja n'ebigendererwa birala mu film. Oli najja nga yagamba nti tekinkwatako. Oba nkola ki oba nkola ki, I have to be there. Ne mbaamu n'oli ajja ng'agamba the end of the day film ejja kugenda naye nze ndi wansigalawa. Kati kyekirima kye yagambye kituufu abaana b'obuwala twambala bubiri. Banange twambala bubiri n'otulida omwana ow'obuwala azze kuseeti nga ndipo zijjula kufulu. N'omugamba oyise nga jjidde nakuboodabooda. Kati musasira mu kkubo mwayise. N'ogamba kati jjukira empewo ya boodi efuuwa eguze neguze. N'ogamba bannange ekituufu kitandikire kuffe. Yes, n'abaami bano abamulimu abannaamatu. Naye bw'ojja nga weesaanyiise. Of course, kwesaanika kisaakibana nga siri musaaya yapanga bubiri. But mulimu ebitundu ebimu bye tulina okwesigaliza mu ffe. Tusigalemu ako obukyala at the end of the day. Because twambala bubi kyekituufu. Creatives twambala bubi abasinga. Most of them. Twambala bubi nnyo n'okutunuulira naye mwenyewe n'oga okay. Kati tukolere kimu naye kyosazeewo. Naye kitandikire ku ffe. Nga nana bwagambye genda mu ofiisi y'omuntu nga mutuufu naye wira. Sinange mbalaba abaana b'obuwala nze mbageya mu nze tujja kumpulira nkubya wala. Naye mu nze mbaga kikoze atya. Tekibadde kirungi. Kitandikire ku ffe nti n'omwami naye nga ne bw'ogenda n'olwope wamumpeja n'ogamba gundi yakoze bw'ati agamba really? Naye ate waliwo oga nti wabadde oyambadde otya? Nga question terina weesala. Tubabeere nga bo nabano abatulwanirira bafune we batandikira. Tutandikire ku ffe nti ngenda mu ofiisi ya mwami ngenda kukola bwenti kaakati nfulumye ntya. Kale tubeere abantu batusanga nnyo nga tulabye ku screen n'akusagagulamu oba bulijjo ng'ajula kweganga. Ngweri oli eno ng'ate oli kirala nnyo otudde mu kikuloko oyambadde ekipale kyo n'ekikisha kwega bwenna oli awo tofaananyikika. Nga neyagulayo ku screen nga wazanye nti ova Harvard University agamba Katonda wange nga wenna oli bibyo birala nnyo. Tutandike nnyo tubeere nga omuntu bwakusanga ng'abireetinga nekyoli ku screens nga tajjaga tasobola ng'ate yeggwe. Tuleme gamba nti kubanga after all nze ndi creative ati nedda tubeere smart wepresentinga nawe onovaayo kwati bagamba ebanga omukyala ne bweba tolinaamu wadde olunana tuba tubeerawo olusinga tolinaamu naye ng'olinawo n'okugamba sookompiyawo ebiryagamba alimba alina ssente. Tufaanane bye tubeera ku screens. We cannot be that 100% because bateekamu ssente nnyingi ba producers. But tubasembere tukisemberere tuleme okuyisibwamu amaaso. That's why those producers take advantage of us. Ojja n'enjala wenna n'agamba okay kankukozese gye njagala. Because bo tobanenya buli omu w'ofunira w'oyita w'ofunira something like that. Ky'olaba opportunity you grab it. Kati gwe w'omuleeta n'omwetera ku sowaani ne wembeera nze. Era njagamba okay kaagala tulabe. Ye ate bwe nkugambako kamu bibiri n'ojja ku speed. I'll welcome it. So it starts with us. But ne banayogera ne bakola buli kimu ng'era ffe tukyasigala tukola ebyo byetuswaza naye tuweewuula. They will use us because that is using. Tebalina kye batwagaza kirala. Era obeera mu pipeline lot nga nkubala naye nga kama vero bw'avaawo nga bishalimu. Era oba tonnaba nakugira oti kigere nga gwe yakukasose dda. Kuba omulaze toyiti kubanga omuntu yenna ng'ozze kulimu okukola. Tolina nsonga lwaki obeera osanyusingayo bosses. There's no way. Guno omulimu, guno tugulabe ng'omulimu ng'emirimu emirala gyonna. Nti nga looya wakeera n'ava ewaka n'agenda. Nange ozanyiikira ku makya ne nyambala bulungi ne nkwata ensawo yange ne nzija. Ne nzijjamu engoye zange ennungi ennyo ne banga bubeera kuzannyanga mulalo. Ne nyambala engoye z'omulalo ne nzannya ne nkola. Kuyita nakola. Ne nkola ne mmaliriza ne nyambala ezange ne ngenda ewaka. Njawo omuntu anampisaamu atya amaaso. Tutandikire ku ffe twewa ekitiibwa. Twetegeko price tags. Manya nti wano sijja kukikola kakibe kikyayo brothers n'afa enjala naye nga kino sikikoze. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So let's come back to you. What are some of these activities that you're going to set up as Women in Film Foundation to help support and also move the film career for women?
Thank you so much, Osama. We have the monologue challenge. Monologue challenge that we are taking that downtown after. So the monologue challenge is a competition for the female creatives. Whether you're starting, or you've been a seasoned what, or whatever what, it's for you. So we take you through a journey of training you and equipping you. So we have a team of jury who goes through all the submission. Last year we received 47, this year we received 97. Yeah, so people are coming. And that journey is beautiful. I think that a few of the ladies who are here can testify. We look at the value that we see, that when you come into the challenge, you don't live the same. Like, how can we add something on you? Because we also realize that we are looking at the formality of doing things, and we want to shift from that. We are tired of the normal. We're like, how can we go an extra mile for the females in the industry? So the monologue challenge, we have the finals. We take 3 winners. The first one, the second one, and the winner who takes, they all get money, prizes, but also they get different prizes from our sponsors and partners. And last year, one of the winners got a role with the Choto Media Group, who are our sponsors. And this year we bring also another production company, ladies, who's going to give you a role. We are still in talks with them. In that, it also adds something onto your career. You just don't stay there. But on that, we look at how do they get into the mentorship spaces. The schools of Mariam Dagiri, the likes of Savannah. So we are also in talks with different production companies, how we can work with them. We have the workshops and trainings that we do as women in film to equip, train. They have been seasonal because of how we look at how the fund comes in and how we strategically position them. But starting next year, we want to do them on a quarterly level, training women in that they don't say, oh, I'll wait for another year to come. So we want to do them on a quarterly level and see how can we equip and how can you get access to the mentors and the facilitators. We have the Women in Film Symposium, but now the symposium is a networking event. Someone who's watching me, you're seeing Mariam Nagere here on the panel, and Nana Kaga, anyway, people, you're big. But, and you're just telling yourself, how can I get access to them? We are inviting you for the symposium. Maybe you're seeing Mama Bella, and you're like, I've just seen her in Pearlwood. We are inviting you for the symposium. It's a networking event. This is where you get access. Probably maybe you've been there and telling yourself, I'll go to Mariam Nagere, but how do I start? On that day, come and network. Come and hear from different people in our panel discussion. And also that's when we are launching fully the Women in Film. We have just that organization. We have just by the Ghana government, legal. We don't want to be illegal. We have a working permit as an NGO from the NGO Bureau. So we are authorized to operate. We're not doing this legally. In that we do. When you ask where are their offices, we close and leave. You're not going to close and leave. So if you're looking for a location, we are legally registered, we are known by the government, and if you want to say, like, you know where to start from, you know. We are looking at how can we put you in places of mentorship, Osama. Like, we're looking at the ladies of today. There's so many. As cinema, you have so many people tell us, I want to join you guys. We're not a production company. We are not. We want to be maybe in 5 years, 10 years from now, but right now we're just a marketing company. So we're not recruiting people and telling them, come to under our docket, because we don't do that. But you have so many people tell us every day on a daily basis when you check our inbox, I want to join you guys, I want to do film. And you're like, okay, so which direction should I point this person in? Where can I take them?
That's why we come up with women in film, to be able to point you to, in a direction of like, you know, when you go to Mariam Ndagire, to atafuna mwaka akaisoni akana bantu ba women in film ban. And we don't work with only women in film. We work with the men as well. Our board of directors has men. I'm privileged that Nana Mariam is among the board of directors. We are accountable to people. We are answerable to people. These people are looking at us. They're giving us a sense of direction and leadership, so that we don't mess around. So the men who are there, they're like, we have a child. How do you also welcome? We get call.
Thank you. That was going to be my last question about men. Lwaki kupanda tekuniiki abasajja? Si kikyo kya mupende oliwawo te.
Sama, but there are men on the board. We have wonderful men on the board, and men should really embrace this, because if you have a problem with a woman in your production house, on your set, obeera ofunye w'omuloopa oba weekubira enduulu, waliwo ayogedde wano sijjukira oba abadde mami oba abadde veero nti abaana beetega. So oba olaba omwana akwetega ng'agenda okusuula mitawaana okumuyamba, come to women in film, they'll be able to talk to her okumuzangayo. So men, we are with you. Kubanga twavaamu sikyo kyewaawo.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Mariam. As we wind up, I'd like to hear a few remarks from Protea Hotel, our biggest sponsors, and as well as to mention a few sponsors. We have UBC TV is going to give us broadcasting services on the symposium day. We have Enclave Media Hub, as well as they're going to be showcasing the whole event on their channels and as well as sponsoring. We have the Mariam Media. This is a school, but also a media company, which is having now at house. We have Mariam Ndagire Film and Performing Arts Center on board. We also have Ndagire Mariam Media, who are also going to be the sponsor, who are sponsoring this event. We have Protea Hotel. We have Enakaziba Creatives, who are doing makeup. So we want to join everyone on board, the producers, the actors, the film makeup artists. We have Amani Production, we have Charism, we have yes. So in a nutshell, those are all sponsors, and as well as you, the monologue contestants, you have a place to be after. Okay? Mariam Ndagire is here. Get her number, check with her, okay? And find out, does she have any productions going on? Then share with her your monologue, because the end bit of it all, when you're contesting or when you're asking for any edition, you said in your monologue, okay? So these production companies are all here to serve you and as well as to sponsor. Last remarks from Protea. You're welcome, Mr. David.
Good afternoon, everyone. First and foremost, I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone that has turned up for today, the Women in Film, and we appreciate you as the hotel, and having big ladies in film. Just coming to the hotel is a privilege to us, and we thank you for honoring the CEO request to come in. We thank you, we appreciate you, and on behalf of the hotel, as we create our content out there, think of coming to Skies and creating content. We have good rooms, we have good view. You can think of coming and creating your content at the hotel. You're welcome, and we shall talk and see how to go about it.
I thought you were to the chance. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Protea Hotel is giving us venue to showcase your movie or to shoot your movie. Free of charge, or you will talk. Thank you very much. Yes, Veronica.
Thank you so much, Jessica. Thank you. Thank you so much, Robert Twagala. You always look up Nuchan Kababro, this is the Katato Oboto Sewan. Thank you so much. Training sister. Obeja Mariam Dakili, you know I'll never stop thanking you because she's so potential in me before I even discovered myself. She's so talented in me, like Yanda Wanda Sinina. And thank you for always pushing me. Thank you for everything.
Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to us. Thank you for honoring Jessica's invite because you didn't know who you were going to meet. My final remark, mainly to the ladies, is about respecting yourself. Respect yourself. Respect is like a mirror. If you respect yourself, you'll be respected back. Kyusa mangu baleme okugamba nti yazze kwetega ng'ate intention ye yabadde endala. So respect you, your body and your ambitions because you have ambitions, you know what you want to become. Oyina ebirooto byo by'oloota. Bw'ote respecting kati bigenda kufa. They'll come crumbling bikuyiikire weetamwe ogende tutandike okunoonya gye walaga nti tetumanyiyo. Please stay here, be focused, respect yourself.
Nana.
Thank you so much, Nana.
No. I want to be the last.
Why do you want me to be the last?
Oita abantu.
First of all, thank you all for coming, giving time out of your day, listening to all of us, especially me. I tend to be extremely brutal sometimes when I deliver messages, but because I've been there and I've been crucified, I've been elevated, I've been praised, I've been stripped down. I know exactly what it is to be a woman in this industry. And trust me, you pay 100 times more when you stumble than men do. But at the same time, women filmmakers are extremely powerful. We are. We're the givers of life, we tell stories. We continue. I don't know if you ever watch UFF, but women-led films continue to win and break barriers every time. And when I look at everyone in this panel, and I'm not just advocating for women, I see in just actors, I see Esther Nakazwa. I call her a magician. That woman, I swear, if I ever commit a crime, I'll just ask her to change my face. I'll just go about life a totally different person through her makeup. But she's amazing and she's self-taught. Am I right? The reason I say this, I'm also self-taught. I did not go to school for filmmaking, but every day I had to learn how to do something right if I needed to teach it to someone. I taught myself to write scripts. I taught myself to act, to produce, to direct, to run a production company and make it a business. I taught myself what it takes to be the best, and that's what you need to do. And projects like Women in Film are giving you an initiative that is actually invaluable. Please take advantage of it. Like I keep saying, Jessica, for me, I wish I'd been born around the time I really went into film. You're still, yeah, okay. But I could have used her help. And the fact that you guys have it, and she continues to post, push you, cheerlead you, tell you how amazing you are. Do you know what it's like for a creative to encourage you? We are torn down so many times. You're told you're not doing it right. Well, we Kenya vaccine, we South Africa vaccine, we Nanga, we Nigeria, we Kipte, about Hollywood, right into Hollywood. We're learning. But as you learn to be the best. And give flowers where they're due. Because Ne Mariam, as much as I like to joke about Omugeja, personally, when I was struggling on if I really wanted to be in film, I used to read about her. And that helped me have a foundation. Because if she kept going, I could keep going. You know, pick someone. When you read about their accomplishments, they're your accomplishments. That's something as women we don't allow ourselves to feel. Everyone is competition. Learn to take everyone's award like it's one step for you too. And she doesn't know this because I saga with everyone to know. But she really did give me hope even when I felt like I wasn't meant to be there. That's how old we are. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. I want to congratulate everyone who is part of us. Thank you, my daughter Nicole, Jessica, for inviting me. Thank you for seeing a reason, just one reason to call me on your panel. Yeah, everyone who is here, I'm appealing to women. I'm an advocate of a girl child. I feel so bad when a girl is misused and dumped, because that's what is trending now. That you go to this production house, if you loosen yourself, they'll use you, dump you, you go to another production house, they start calling, excuse me, communicating to one another. Akakawala wakalaba, kachiki wakalabi. That is, when they call you for like auditions, they've already, when they see you there, they say, what kachiki like that one nakamala. So already I feel very bad when I hear such a communications. It's an insult to a girl child. So I'm appealing to you people that a wise farmer, when a hyena roars, you secure your crown. Let me be clear. If you are a good farmer, a wise farmer, when a hyena roars, you do what? You secure your crown. What am I meaning? That if there is an organization or a team of women who are passionate about your destiny, about your future, about your passion, please cling to that. Go for that insurance. As we go for car insurance and whatever, go for that women in film insurance for the girls. Because I know, like Madame Mariam Lagina, in fact I gestured about her to her when she called me. I said, wow, I didn't know that I would meet her here. In fact, she's like my idol. I love her. I started watching her in the theater Riverside when I was just a recruit from the training school. And I wanted to join them. They arrested me, put me in. I was coming to act. So they arrested me and put me in. That is how I disconnected myself from acting. And I love acting. But then Mzee Gwanika identified me within the church. That Mama, I know you can act very well. I said, I'm passionate about that. So that is how he picked me 2009. We began with the Cross of Sajabi. I'm not a career. I'm not a career by a career or what? Or film industry. I don't have a career in film industry. Or maybe acting. But I just learned, as Nana was saying, I just kept on learning, and I became the best. I'm proud to say that I'm one of his best actors or actresses. We don't call actresses. Actors are actors, give actors. So I'm just appealing to you that please let us respect ourselves. Dignity is more pricey than any other thing. Keep your dignity. Don't trade or don't exchange your dignity for anything. Those men you see them, even in marriage, they can use you marriage for some time. Like now the marriage bill has come out. It's not protecting us women at all. At all. So let us rise up, take up our rights, love yourself. At least you are the one to first congratulate yourself. We wanike po. Bera wa mwendo, we seko mwendo, add value to yourself. And you say no. Say yes for yes when you mean it, and say no for no when you mean it, and stand for that no. That is what I advise you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Osama. I want to take the opportunity to thank the manager of Protect. Thank you for being a gentleman. Say, thank you for agreeing to be on the panel. Thank you so much, Director Nana. I can't even address your name, but thank you so much for always being I don't take it for granted.
And thank you so much. And when I sent you the message, you're like, okay, I'll be there. Thank you so much. Mbeja. Thank you so much for always telling me my office is open. Why you want to come? I really appreciate it. Well, thank you so much for representing the actors here and agreeing to be on the panel. For the media people who are here, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for seeing our story, worthy to be told. We have refused to come. To the people in the room, the finalists, you are our assets. Asia, I tell you that. You're not a liability. You are our assets. Can I mention their names? I know their names, but please. Oh, now to look at the list, please. Okay, just stand up, the finalists for the monologue challenge.
Okay, right, yeah.
The finalists for the monologue challenge. Thank you so much, and we're celebrating you on the 26th of October. So we are launching on the 26th of October here at Skies. Please, you can have a seat. Here at Skies Hotel, you're going to be on the rooftop up there, and we're starting at 4 p.m. We are inviting you all and tickets are for 50,000 out there if you want to join the symposium, and 50,000 is basically for food. Proteas, buffet, and travel Jango, come and celebrate with other women. We're looking forward to seeing you, and for everyone in the creative sector, to all our partners, thank you so much.
Before she goes, Savannah Moon purchased 10 tickets I would like to give away for the symposium. So please kindly go to our social media handles, introduce yourself, and tell me why you like me so much. I'm joking. Just really introduce yourself and tell me why you want to come to the symposium as truthfully as you can. Please don't use those things of, I am inspired, I'm passionate. Please, I really would love to hear why you think this platform is important. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Use the opportunity. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
City Council nategeeza ku Theatre and Performing Arts Festival. It is coming up on the 14th. We have the forum, Theatre Back to Glory, and we have a great panel that is going to discuss theatre and how we are going to take it back to the top. You are invited to Back Valley Theatre, 14th, the forum. Then 21st to 25th, it will be the competition where we will have 3 winners. Number 1, agenda n'obukadde bubiri. Number 2, agenda n'akakadde kamu. Number 3, n'abaddako awo ne bagendayo n'ataano. So come and watch these people win. It is going to be wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone who has come, to the media team. Thank you very much, and we call it a day. We started with a prayer, we'll end with a prayer. Yeah.
Let us humble ourselves in prayer. Dear God, thank you so much for today. Thank you for enabling us to turn up here. Thank you for everyone who basically shared their time, their wisdom, their experience. Thank you for those that came to listen. Thank you for those that organized the event. Thank you to the journalists that gave their time to come and cover this. Please allow us to actually excel in our endeavors. Please lead us into every endeavor we choose to do today and going forward. We thank you in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord.
Amen. Thank you very much.